If you look at the kind of players that Chelsea are always telling people that they want to buy, like there's Calafiori that's there, there is Michael Olise that's there, there is Benjamin Sesko that's there, and mind you, some players all of these players also have teams chasing them. Sesko is wanted by Arsenal too, right? Olise is wanted by Manchester United. Calafiori is wanted by Juventus. So how do you get all of these boys if you don't have the good money to spend? And I need to actually want to be clear. Say these players, no matter what, they may go. So Conor Gallagher, one of them, he may go. Chalobah may go. Ian Matheson, I'm very certain, say he will go. Hall, Onodio Kodedada, he's gone. Amando Broya, he may go. 5 solid players at Chelsea who are likely to leave the club. So yesterday I was telling you, the Chelsea for the person here in this transfer window, no, it's clear. And I think that it's seen for almost every club in Europe, not just Chelsea Football Club, not just Chelsea, not just Real Madrid, not just Manchester United or anyone. Almost every club wants to be straight up to their point. Now I end in your before the Euros begin, because it's a summer where there is the Euros. And the thing is that if you don't finalize things well, there's the Euros, there's a Copa America. One year now players are Copa America, no matter. So if your players go to Copa America and they get injured, it's definitely going to affect your season. At the beginning of the season, you are going to have a lot of players on your injured table. So it's very important that most of these clubs this season, that's why almost everybody is trying to get ahead of the curve to finish up everything. And that's why the transfer conversation and then updates is coming in thick and fast. And for here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, we'll give you all of that information. We'll dissect it for you. We'll not just tell you that this player is going well. No, we'll get into the real details for you. Hi, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Share the link, guys. Share the link. Subscribe to the channel. Share the link to almost everybody that loves sports. In every sports group that you are in, share the link. Let them enjoy the analysis as well. Come in here. Let us enjoy the analysis on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. It's imperative that we do hear from you, and then you share the link. Now, let's just get straight into the conversation, deeper part of the conversation. This morning, I was there. And who is there? Fulham Fono have already announced that Tosin Adebayo is going to leave the club. And they use this flyer there to tell the world, say, goodbye to Tosin Adebayo. Thank you very much for all what you've done for us as a player. And 132 appearances across 4 seasons. Thank you, Tosin Adebayo. Of course, Tosin himself has retweeted it and throughout the championship or the Fulham Abba in the English Premier League, and he is there. And I think that for a centre back of this quality, Tosin Adebayo has paid his dues, and that's why definitely he's going to the top. I've said it several times. I said Tosin essentially is not a world-class centre back, but Chelsea believes it is for value for money. Player ball experience in the championship, playing for Fulham. Fulham last season, 2 seasons ago, finished top 10. This season also, I think they finished around top 10 thereabout. Under a very good manager in Marco Silva, played some good stuff. He's a decent centre back. It's a Chelsea for here centre back on Betono for no money, and he will come in and the wages will also be skyrocketed. Yeah, then Tosin Adebayo is the guy, especially when they are seriously in the market for a lot of players. It is very important that Chelsea have finished the deal for Tosin Adebayo. Yesterday, he did the medicals at Chelsea at Cobham, and Nyame Adoma in the next few days now, and Tosin Adebayo, Chelsea be announcing as the new first player for Enzo Maresca. Again, Enzo Maresca represent the players in fit. We want them to be ready throughout the transfer window, for them to be prepared for the season. It's important. Maresca has been clear with the Chelsea board. Say this is how he wants the team to be run. He doesn't want any story of player week. That's why Chelsea have blocked Enzo Fernandez and then Mihailo Modric from going to the Olympic Games for Ukraine and then of course for Argentina. It's clear. And I think if you look at somebody like Enzo Fernandez, Enzo definitely wanted to go to the Olympic Games. And it makes sense for a player like Enzo Fernandez. He loves his country. Again, for Mihailo Modric, also a player that loves his country. Giving Niek also around the country. You understand to an extent, say, for player B, so also representing and also money in a big competition like the Olympic Games, you can agree. But you have to also bear with Chelsea. Now, the kind of players and can be free Chelsea if they allow a lot of players to go. Mind you, Malo Gusto was supposed to be in the French under 23 side. Benoit Belachil is supposed to be in the French under 23 side. Leslie Ugochukwu Um, if you look at somebody like Modric, Enzo Fernandez, all of these players, Chelsea possibly could lose about 10 players to the Euros and then Olympic Games. And Chelsea say no, they are not going to allow their players to go and play in the Olympic Games. They want them to be fit and play next season. One of the things that Chelsea are very, very big on, and they say when it comes to fitness, they don't want to play with it, especially under the new physical trainer Alvarez, who is part of the backroom staff of Enzo Maresca. He has made it clear to everybody at Chelsea Football Club, say he doesn't want to have any issues of injuries next season. And see, he is very experienced in English Premier League with Parma. He had gone back to go to Spain as well, and then having a very good stint with Enzo Maresca into Ononim Saneman. And he has been very clear. So he doesn't want to have teams that are prepared. So the physicality and the fitness of the players is very important, and that is one of the core parts of Enzo Maresca born. It's not just about the tactical approach, born and passing, 3v2, 3-2 phase of ball progression, the positional play, blah blah blah. No, it's not just about that. Essentially, it is also about the physical state of the players. Are the players going to be fit throughout the course of 38 games in a season? And are they going to be there? Because last season, that Chelsea injury issues were wild. And they want to make sure they care sad problem. I'm going to still stay on the Chelsea conversation, but maybe really, and I'm going to join a lot of things. Stick and stay, don't go nowhere. Hi, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Share link if this is your first time that you are here. Share the link, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, enjoy the analysis. This is your best in terms of football tactical analysis. Oh baby, don't go nowhere. Just stick and stay with us. France for baby. Your friend Lenny Yoro, right? Now, if you've seen Lenny Yoro of Lille, Obama Lille, young French player. In fact, people value Lenny Yoro as one of the best young centre backs we have seen. And for the past 6 months to 8 months, 3 teams have been very, very keen on Lenny Yoro. Now, I think that Lenny Yoro a subject of conversation. Or you're a very good centre back, he's tall, he is very physical, he's very aggressive, or you're very good defensively in aerial duels, in ground duels, and he's young as well. And France, if only believe, he said they've been able to get the next vein of top talents like Varane. Now, he is somebody at Real Madrid have caught it. In fact, Real Madrid in the race for Lenny Yoro, Real Madrid are in the lead for Lenny Yoro. I catch you several times say now in Europe, say team bia player Barcelona so a top quality player. Real Madrid automatically have the first refusal. Inti some Madrid there born because some years say don't some boss say this player is that, this player wants to go here, this player is a good player. Lenny Yoro, Real Madrid have the first refusal. And same for Lenny Yoro. But Madrid do not have the means, the release clause for Lille, for Lenny Yoro. And the thing is that for most of the clubs in France, finances is a big thing for most of the clubs in France. Every time they are looking at selling their gems for big money. And one of them, of course, for Lille is Lenny Yoro. Now, they have a buyout clause of Lenny Yoro in his contract for 60 million euros. 60 million euros. And trust me, Madrid do not want to pay that amount of money for 2 reasons. First reason, they said, for Lenny Yoro, his contract will expire in 2025. Almost just 1 year. We will not pay that amount of money for somebody whose contract is expiring in 2025. Our Crampono won't in convincing money sign a contract extension. In Tennessee, but to your boss. So 2025, you do want us to extension, my boy. Now he will come for free because he himself Madrid is the first choice for every player in the world. Again, they have met the entourage of Lenny Yoro. No matter they say, Lenny, share the idea Rafael Varane. Of France, he didn't go straight to the English Premier League. One ko baby out, no buy. And ye say Osha Alaba a prepra, Osha Rudiger or Yini, any Sunday manamana. We know that the future of Real Madrid is in the centre backs, so Nacho Fernandez Echo. It is in Abrantia, Yefen and Amelita. And the thing is that Lenny Yoro was at Wembley to go and watch the Real Madrid game versus Dortmund. Into one of Madrid projects in a power. And he hopes that one day he will play for Real Madrid. Now, Huni Khalifat had flown to France to have a conversation with Lenny, and he has told him, say, Nacho Fernandez is leaving the team. For David Alaba, we don't probably see him as a center back. He's a fullback. Even if you come in company now, times will come if you play well, you can play a center back, you go and play a fullback. And on the count on to that team nation and Chesa. It's any to was now more contract in running over. Send a little for Yashi, near told, near Fambra, Real Madrid. Now, Manchester United are also in need of a center back. It's quickly. United have flown straight to France, and then now, according to record, and then they keep, and then a lot of the outlets in France now, and of course in Germany, in Portugal now, they are reporting that Manchester United have offered 51 million pounds, close to the 60 million evaluation for Lenny Euro to leave Team-Friendly FC Lille to come to Manchester United. Mind you, United for because of OGC needs and their Ineos group normal pretty ones, they know the French gems. They know them more than anybody. And they have gone there to go and try and pull Lenny Euro to come to Manchester United. Now, the thing is that the ball is now in Lenny's court. So, are you going to choose to go to Madrid now? And are you going to choose to go to Manchester United now? And I say you are going to wait and see if Madrid is going to come next season. And I say, so that's it for Manchester United and the thing is that all of these teams need the best talent in the world, and everybody now is beginning to show money and then show commitment, say almost pay the best talent in the world in there, and it's a very, very important thing. See, there are certain number of players at Chelsea. You better there are about 4 or 5 of them. Then Chelsea are going to sell about 4 or 5 of them. Me sure say by now, what to say? Manchester City for at the Premier League for Airco court, right? To go and test the law on the Premier League's own rules. I mean the profit and sustainability rules that were on. Make it look at catch or cancel me. Now I'm linking it to players now Chelsea are there. Now, Manchester City, for say, already almost 115 charges against them for breaching all of these things, right? Kofobi can say, once you come by Manchester City are found guilty, he beat Manchester League that is nephew on them, they will take it away from them, and it's going to be a big deal. Now, of course, Manchester City, Qatar, and Etihad for they are smart, and City Group of companies, they are smart. They've gone ahead of the curve, and on the Premier League for a court. Now, what are they saying at court? Almost say one. Main issue is simple. Say Premier League for profit and sustainability rules number 1. Any England for commercial laws everywhere. So they are saying that you the Premier League, you have the Premier League profit and sustainability rules that's there, and you are ruling the league with them. But rules now you have, they are contrary to the rules of England in terms of the commercial value. So essentially everything is about the commercial and sponsorship rules of the English Premier League as compared to that of England. What are the details? No more can I say. Like the way at Chelsea for Baghdad Degbali, Todd Bowley, Joseph Feliciano, our clearly capital. Say clearly capital can say Ombabe invest in Chelsea Football Club and as Ombabe sponsor Chelsea. The Premier League's profit and sustainability rules do not allow Chelsea pay any money to them. They do it based on a certain market value. They do an evaluation. No matter 2 years can more if you want to sponsor them. But Manchester City for instance, they believe say no Manchester City for no company. No person sponsor Manchester City. They should be able to use any money at Biomo Kitano to put into company Manchester City because two companies now. So they don't think say you should prevent them from doing that. Again, they are saying if you do this thing, you prevent them from getting enough revenue. It's almost the court no more. And you see, if you have two case now, but court and making sure some minimum revenue are Premier League for no more lose. But Premier League for us say it's important for fairness. Say team back up team control then all of them can now have certain amount of money to run the competition. So that is the surface level. You understand? Surface level of everything at Manchester City for a year to take the Premier League for to court. Because if you are directly or indirectly linked with a club, so you they have to assess you. They have to make sure say everything is fine. You understand? And important. And Premier League for like I said, you have to be contract with Oba. Say Oba no wash your car. Now say, oh, the Obano was Shikama because you're Bantino, Oman 200,000 Ghana cedis. But and yes, I know Oko washing be out here. It's almost say Sadi and Obano washing Okan. 20 cedis now, so Oko washing be out here scan. And remember, 200,000. Manchester City said, me name about me, I'm the maker. And I can't wash my name back. And I'm simply 200,000 Ghana cedis. The problem is, and yes, I did. On almost say a boy go out with England for commercial and sponsorship loss. The case will be held on the 10th of June. I mean, my Monday will see. Now, let's get to it. And because of sir, profit and sustainability rules waiting. Sir, profit and sustainability rules waiting. And nothing now we are Chelsea players no matter what happens, they will be sold. And yeah, me could be Santia Metiana make us say, okay, change your beton or Nadia and ask this. No, they will be sold because Chelsea knows that because of those profits and sustainability laws, and they don't need man. They can go and take any money at all from Clear Lake and then Infinite Athletes and then what's the name, Blue Lake and all of those their subsidiary companies now. Not their best club, but they no more come baby, and nobody will fault them. But because of the rules at Premier League, they need to sell. And why is it that constantly they're trying to sell certain kind of players? Now, I checked several times, but of course, because of you, I'll explain again. The reason why Chelsea did these players, they be Bodin, Conor Gallagher, Nathaniel Chaloba, Ian Matheson, Harvey Vale, Harvey Hall, they look at somebody like Hakim Ziyech, Lukaku, Omupuri, in terms of the players at Chelsea, but Nathaniel Chaloba, Chelsea show me is simple. And of course, there's Armando Broja, is simple because these players are homegrown talent and there's pure profit for them. Say 50 million books, so and that's big money in terms of financial accounting for a year. 100 million, 30 million, 30 million. That's also big money in terms of financial accounting for a year. Into players being first. There is the boy called that we call Lewis Hall. Now Lewis Hall went to Newcastle United in January. Not Chelsea for the baby on the Lewis Hall back. And yes, okay, fine. We will give Lewis Hall Newcastle for the pen. Newcastle for say, you need guy a better boy in the outright, but we want him on loan. But loan nature said, if Lewis Hall is able to come in and play a certain number of games, not a certain number of games, not a bonus. But to me, Bwana say Premier League and then we finish above of 15th. That means on 14th upwards. You bet you have 28 million euros. That's a brilliant deal that Chelsea made for our friend Lewis Hall. And I City phone, and then Newcastle phone say, oh great, that's good stuff. You bet me have take it boy on loan. Your fullbacks can your issues can cry on them. Have you all bet me on boss outside on them. Also be to say Tino Livramento, no see a Chelsea boy, no crampo boy, create 3 people to me boss outside on them. Into the move boy and Robert boy. Understand? And because Chelsea needs some Benesca, they know that they will get money. It is a who say the transfer market Chelsea SEO Obeto play away. Now be say the Chelsea Korean you say Chelsea team omo crampo no shey here crampo FFP bet you because they know that they will get money. And one of those money ASC Kana Madrid for one day more for Kepa Arrizabalaga and Hazard. Those are also bonuses. So and yet the real deal, mind you, Marina and Sky have taken all the money for Eddie Hazard. They took the proper loan fee for Kepa Arrizabalaga. But the main Sky about Chelsea one is the bonus of winning a Champions League, and they put it in that Kepa deal. How many say Madrid can go far? In fact, it was in the semi-finals, and it went to a certain level if Madrid won the Champions League. That's the brilliant financial situation that the Chelsea owners are running the club in. It's 110 million. Have Lewis Hall there, so 28 million. And on your trigger the data, Chelsea being yes can. Hakim Ziyech on your part of the list of players I have bonus in the about. Chelsea in him said they on Beton Lukaku. It's not on loan. I will explain to you why that money is also there. Then Armando Broja. Chelsea nearly did the same thing to Fulham for Armando Broja. See what they are deadly. Chelsea told Fulham. Sometimes no striker Morero not on Shegu. No striker. They are just brought in from Brazil. And he was struggling to score goals. And in January, Marco Silva said, okay, he wants a tall, big center forward with Premier League experience in the Fulham for scouting. So there's a boy at Chelsea who is struggling. We can speak to Chelsea and see if they'll Mauricio Pochettino in use. Now, I won't find a mind in here. I'm kind of just okay, pay 10 million euros for loan. Now, Fulham say, how are we going to pay 10 million euros for loan for over the span of just 6 months or so from January? It doesn't make sense. That's just okay, fine. Now, if the boy comes in, we want him to play football because there's an asset. Chelsea phone him says, Armando Broja and Mobo Nibinas or Tina Bencha, Chelsea is going to suffer. How are they going to suffer? If you look at Armando Broja, he's a player now fina Uepra and the stocks no ever fall. So they wanted him to play so the stocks will rise, then they can sell him. No, look at you Fulham, so okay, fine. So boy any bar. Yeah, you see Biana boy now we prepare. Or but that's one man Mobo be 60% of how much Sakana. So also be man also important to you. One for now must have I bet you 4 million. Obo games ni bebree pa obetia 2 million. Say obo game not so a very integral to na so person or turner. Na say there who finish above of us so obetia 15 million obligation to buy. So now Fulham did not use him because of Queno Morero began to score near the they are paying 4 million. Chelsea knows they will sell Abrantia. Your friend Armando Broja. He's a striker that Chelsea are going to sell. And if you look at it, given the time Armando Broja prior and everything that went on, he's a striker Chelsea for definitely are going to sell as stars. So Chelsea better Armando Broja. Chelsea better Abrantia. Your friend Ian Matheson. Honestly, a pure profit. Now, Ian Matheson, you know, Dortmund for any Niska. Any problem? No. Dortmund for any share Niska. The one at Chelsea bought 32 million pounds. Now Dortmund for say we don't have 32 million pounds. The money we can give to you is 28 million pounds. Chelsea said no, the valuation is too small. Now they know that once Alphonso Davies leaves Bayern Munich, they will need a fullback. And they know say Ian Matheson the stocks number show again because of what Chelsea wanted to do with somebody like even Armando Broja. Give them on loan, let their stocks go up elsewhere. If it goes elsewhere, we can sell them for good money. And they know say the stocks of Ian Matheson has gone up elsewhere. Until once Bayern wants him, they'll look at a player like that because he has quality in the German Bundesliga and has also played now also say coach Campo Abante Vincent Kompany who worked with him at Berlin. He may want to go there at Bayern. Chelsea are waiting and they want Bayern to be in a conversation. So they are intentionally stalling the job of Ian Matheson. Say, okay, you can't put your home, say Chinchina Muntu and Ian Matheson scanning your mind. We have up to the 30th of June to finish everything. But the also when you're ready, Crampona, fine. Let us see how it goes. But you're trying to say Bayern for will need a fullback and they come and compete with you. Now to the big cases of the biggest money, the biggest profit. Chelsea players no pay pure profit if you players too pay and no value no and unprecedented. One, Conor Gallagher. Two, Nathaniel Chalobah. Conor Gallagher because he played for Chelsea, he was instrumental, he played well, scored goals, was captain on the side, showed his quality in a lot of games, and Obi Apen. Now, Aston Villa are going to play in the Champions League. And he's the kind of player that they will need to get Conor Gallagher to come to their team. And Chelsea have said that, okay, see if you want him, you have to say, okay, let's come and force to pay your boy, Tottenham must pay long term on pay your boy, Yeah, their boy will not sell him less than 50 million because we need money into our team. And that is everything in terms of the transfer madness. It is clear. These players there, no matter what you do, these players, Chelsea will sell them. In fact, Chelsea will sell not less than 3 of these players. And that's the reality. It's not because the players are not good. It's not because the players don't fit any manager system or something. It is because, as it stands now, the team needs to hedge itself at a good financial place, looking into next year, not this year. And also